What's going on, YouTube? I had a back test going, and my computer blue screen. So here we are. We're doing another one, and we're just gonna hope that we do well. U.S. yen again. Okay, and July 6th looks like. So U.S. yen, July 6th. Let's turn this off. Let's go to U.S. yen. Remove drawing. Oh no, drawing. Let's see, July 6th. Okay, so now we're at July 6th. We have some orders down here that I can see, but we've built up price action all the way up, so it'll take a lot to push us down. We do have, yeah, I'm gonna mark out these orders just in case, but otherwise I think we've kind of exhausted that idea. All right, and then now we have our area of supply right here that we can push back up into. And that's what we're doing. That's our edges of price. I guess we could just do this if we wanted to, and then take out one of these lines, but otherwise, yeah. That's what I'm seeing right now. Those are our ping pong areas. And we're gonna bring back the trend lines again for this because I'm enjoying using them. So that's just how it's gonna be. But what I see here is like really choppy price action. I mean, if we did draw trend lines here, I mean, it could start like that, but I think honestly we start boosting up a little bit, so we could be like this right here, and we could probably say something like this. I'm trying to not overfit it, but I think that it would probably be something like this here, calling this like a breakout. And so if we break out of the bottom here, then we should get a new high and continue higher, but otherwise I do see an area of demand sitting here that we could potentially bounce from. So let's see what happens. We did break this high, so see, weak candle. Okay, we just broke out of the low. This is pretty good for us for a buy. But if we were doing that, though, we might have to go lower. I only see one area of demand down here. I mean, we guess we could bounce. If we really wanted to, we could see this as a whole area of demand. Which case this would be like be kind of wild. I'd probably be crazy and enter if we get a favorable entry signal. But yeah, we broke out and we're selling. So like I said, the only area I could possibly see if we don't go all the way down is right here. I'm trying to be more cautious about my trading now. That's kind of why I'm adding these trend lines and stuff, because I'm kind of trying to filter things out a little bit better. I'm trying to make my ideas more stable. So, you know, I can see this as a trend line here. And if we did it on the opposite side, made like a channel, then, you know, we would just be busting out the bottom of the channel, and, you know, bouncing from here somewhere and then going back up. So we don't really need the channel in this case, but we could do it. We'll see us in this area of demand right now, right above the 15-minute area. So we'll watch out for that. If we get some kind of double bottom here, might be a good case for an entry. So we did kind of flatten out just now. Let's see, so we pushed down, we pulled back up, trade above this high, or didn't trade fully above this high here, then pushed back down, and then traded up a few highs again. We could probably take a risky entry here, but I think I'm gonna wait. I don't want to just fire one off. I like that candle. I like this candle right in this area of demand here. So let's see if we can get a pullback. Unless US yen just wants to run. Something's telling me to enter here, but I'm not. I think it's really risky to enter this high up. Like our trade entry probably would look something like this. And I think this is cool and all, but there's a lot of missing price left behind over here. So I'm gonna wait on that.
Here we go.
See if we can get a return back down to even this area here would be pretty happy for me. And it looks like we just bust through. We just busted through. We didn't even really pull back up to this area of supply, so that's okay. We're not in the trade. We didn't do anything too hasty. Now we're bouncing off of our previous day's low here, so we just want to make sure that we draw this area of demand a little bit more appropriately. So that's the push up of 1, and we just keep making lower lows. I don't see any areas where I could get in just yet. I want to see how many pips this would be, because this would be entering like right from our area of demand where we think we're going to bounce from. That's 9 pips. Let's see if we can do a nice even 7 here. I think 9 would be the safest, but having to go, let's see, so not like 10 would be the safest even, but having to go 30 pips to get a 1 to 3 is like, it's pretty crazy for me. That would be like a position trade. We'd be having to go all the way up here, so I'm gonna wait for a pullback. If we don't get a trade, that's fine. See, a nice little push. I feel like I can make a case to enter here. This is a quasi, it's a right shoulder. And if we go lower, this is 5 pips. 15 pips is a little bit more manageable for me in this case, because we wouldn't have to bust through any areas of supply. So this would come right up to this area of supply. If we were to actually draw this out, it would look like this. So I think that this is where I want to be. And we get taken out on the immediate next candle. That's unfortunate because it has a wick. So let's see what happens. We do run lower, we do run those orders. We could be going for the liquidity grab, or we could just be dumping lower. Because we did come from a nice downtrend. So let's see what happens here. Okay, there's the liquidity grab move. We didn't get a pushback into our area of demand yet. Liquidity grab is strong though. This is all just a trading range right now. I'm not trying to enter in here. Let's keep going. We push back down into this area of this bigger area of demand. So let's see if we get a push out. I want a nice bullish bar coming out of here. I like this bullish candle at the low. I don't even care if the next area is a loss, because this is in a good spot for me. So we will do the 9 pip thing from here. If we do bounce from here, it would be to our area of demand. So that'll be a 1 to 3. I mean our area supply. It's a nice double bottom. See if we can hold. We're consolidating a lot. It's taking a lot of effort to get out of this area. I almost feel like I should break even here. So I'll break even now. Let's remove this. And we'll pull up Mr. Stop Loss. He's been my best friend for a long time. I don't know why people keep hitting him, but he's here. He's friendly. He protects me, and he's my bestie. You know, Mr. Stop Loss. So let's see what we got going on. We've got, what is this news? What was, I don't even know what PMI does to US yen, but let's see. So I want to see where we're at on the backtest helper, because I want to see the 15-minute chart without cheating. And I need to go back 2 candles to do that. So, oops, Mr. Stop Loss. There we go. So let's go to the 15-minute chart and look at this. If we bounce from here, I would say we most likely run up to here, or here even. This would probably be the best because there's missing price right here. So is it worth it to go for a 1 to 4 in this case? We're bouncing at the lows. I think I'm just gonna chill. I'll do 1 to 3 for now, and then we can decide if we want to trail it when we get there, if we get there. So I'm gonna move Mr. Stop Loss up to here, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna lock in our profits here, but we want to extend this up a little bit back to our area of supply up here for 1 to 6. Though I don't know what the news does. Let's see, I don't like the way this candle is looking here. We may just take our 1 to 3 idea and run with it. This is 1 to 3 here, but you know, let's hold strong. Let's be strong about this. Let's not be crazy. Just do 1 to 6. That's our idea. That we think that with this bounce from here, it runs 1 to 6. So Mr. Stop Loss is in place to catch us if we fall. And we're just gonna play it out, and there we go. That's awesome. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what the heck PMI is for US yen, but I'm happy that it went my way. Whatever that is. All right, cool. So we got a 1 to 6 there, and I guess we'll just keep going. I'll keep Mr. Stop Loss down here for fun because I like him, Senor Stop Loss, if you will. And then now let's get to the next 15-minute candle. Oh damn, this thing is rallying like crazy. Okay, so we're basically tapping off of this area of supply. Right? And it was a massive push up. So we did leave some money on the table around 4R, but that's okay because we got 6 out of it. So I think I'm okay with that. Let's keep going. And so if we were to look at this like a quasi, we are still pushing up. We didn't break the low here. It's equal lows. So drink some coffee real quick. That's good stuff. Okay. So we didn't break any lows here. I don't want to just enter the trade based off of this, especially with this massive momentum upwards. I don't know if it's the news carrying it or if it's priced in or what. So I'm gonna chill. Now, this candle is something that I would normally want to get in, but it's too large for me. We just had a huge uptrend. It's more likely that price respects, you know, what it's already doing. So in this case, it'd be uptrend, red to red. We're doing this here. I want to see what happens around this trend line, but I think that possibly we do get a bounce from down here to go bullish. It's a nice double top pattern though. I really think that I should have taken some kind of entry, risky or not. Let's remove this. So now that we've broken out of the lows here, we do need to bounce back up. And if we were to bounce back up, I want to say anywhere from the 50%, which is actually right at the London previous low, New York previous low. So let's see what happens around there. Okay, looks like we don't quite get down there. That's okay. It's not a, we didn't have a key entry point for us, unfortunately. I still am wanting to see what happens back at this high, because there is a case that we can make for a sell if we keep rejecting the highs, but we don't want to just sell out of nowhere. Looks like we didn't make it any higher than the zone of supply. Could be pushing to that London previous low, New York previous low, at least as best as possible. Because I think that, okay, so here's one thing I do see. Price is starting to curve. And if I did mention this in any of the previous videos, basically when price starts to curve, then you want to enter on the right side of the curve for a buy or the other side for a sell, right? So we're starting to curve up. I kind of want to see a push back down into this area of demand and see if we can get a nice entry for a buy. Weak bullish bar, weak. So now we're back at our London previous low. I like the wicks here right at this London New York previous low. I'm actually going to take a chance. I know this is really stupid and risky, but how is this 10 pips? You crazy. You crazy. Okay. So this would be a 1 to 3 back up to this area of supply. Let's see what happens. Once again, very risky and stupid, but we did have an idea that it would come to this New York and London previous low. The only thing I don't like here is it's starting to slow down just a little bit. I think I have to bring up senior stop loss just to protect myself. And I'm clicking to build suspense and also see if I need to bring my stop loss to break even. I think I should, honestly. I think I should bring the stop loss to break even. I'm going to bring Mr. Stop Loss up here, and if they hit him again, I'm going to be really mad. But that's okay. You know, he's friendly, I promise. You don't have to hit Mr. Stop Loss. He's friendly. You don't have to slap him one time. So now we brought him to break even. We can see what's going on. We're almost at our 11 o'clock time. Just trying to see if we can get our, I guess, 3R out of this. So there's actually nothing happening on this pair right now. Like there wasn't even any trades in here after we entered. So I'm gonna hit play here. A lot of consolidation. I would have liked to have been out of this. Let's see. Oh, did we get it? We got it. We barely got it. Okay, that's pretty nice. So we actually got a nice 3R out of that. I wouldn't say it was nice. I'd have been upset. I'd have to step away from the computer at this point. But yeah, we got it before our stop loss was hit, and we did not get taken out of break even. But let's see what happens after this, because this is really crazy and consolidating. So it looks like if we even didn't even do the break even, it would have kept going up anyways for a second. But we're back in our 15-minute area of supply. I want to see what happens. So I'm going to go to the 5 minutes so that we stop building suspense. We are at our 11 o'clock time, so there are no more trades in this video. But I'm just taking a look just to see what happens. So we consolidate for a while, nothing happens. We're in Asian session now. That's when this black part starts. So we'll hit play and we push back up, and then I assume we run down just for a little bit, possibly down to here. But we just consolidate. So yeah, that's the video. That's US yen July 6th, you know, and supply and demand and assumptions made on double bottoms and wiki candles, like yeah. But I hope, you know, if you made it this far, you have a nice life. If you didn't make it this far, have a nice life, but you just won't hear me. And yeah, have a good one. Oh, it's also 8R, by the way. 8R, I didn't calculate it. That's right, 8R. We're going to type it on there just one time, and then we'll close it. Boom.